that I
Nah.
had more.
Oh no, I fuck with beef tips. I fuck with beef tips, rib tips,
Like, and
burnt ends.
I'm about to barbecue.
Oh yeah, we know you stepping
This
up
the
on the
part
barbecue.
I need this to be on. I can barbecue better than most in the land. Believe that. Believe that.
You know what you should do before you barbecue every day, every time? You should get like one of them old wrestling intros like from when we was kids. Like think if you came out to the road dog with your marinated meat. Oh, you didn't know? Doom doo doo doom. Well,
Man,
your ass better call somebody.
mine was DA.
Oh no, they was cold too. My favorite was probably the road dog. Of course, the glass breaking was Stone Cold. That's iconic, like Lil Wayne's lighter flick.
Yeah. Stone Cold was wrestling.
Nah, they was live. Shit, before we get started, you talking about intro music. Any good music?
Well, I hate to be late to the party, but I've been bumping a little Juice World.
Oh man.
Like, I really wasn't on him like that. I hate to be the person that bump you when you die, but it actually ain't bad.
Oh no, I mess with Juice WRLD, man. R.I.P. to the world of Juice.
R.I.P. for sure. I hate to see anybody that's out here doing it, especially when they black.
Yeah, it sucks,
Oh, I
man.
like that.
Hey man, watching people, man. They look like they a little off, and try to talk about that. But we're not here for therapy. Music
Nah,
does
we not here for that, baby.
not at all. The music is throw
Cause
though. Me, listen to everything ever. You know what I listened to today that I haven't listened to in maybe a couple months. That Nan song by by Trick Daddy. Man, Trick Daddy go hard in a bitch. I
yeah,
cannot lie. Have you ever gone to YouTube or on like one of your streaming platforms and got in a Trick Daddy wormhole?
man. I'm not gonna say like as of late, but I have before when we was in college when I was trying to see what was the craze about Trick Daddy.
Man, now Florida niggas love that. Is he no, who was the original Florida man? You dubbed the original Florida man?
I said it was Sachi, R.I.P. But the
Oh, oh.
real original Florida man, it gotta be Uncle Luke.
Hey, Uncle Luke. And with that being said, this is Sportsplug podcast. You already know what it is. It's me,
What
Russ
is
J. You are.
Big Chris, baby, barbecue extraordinaire. Hey, book me for your next graduation, prom,
Yeah.
faculty, kickball game, whatever. You feel me?
As a
And
person that
also, before you do any of that, hit the subscribe button, baby. We coming live.
in that bell so you get the notification because you see we coming with it. Hold up real quick. Let me get down a little bit because I think my head was getting a little out of screen. All right, let me see what we got. Actually, can I just start off with a rant and a little bit of what's going on in Big D, please?
Yeah, and if I can go after you.
Hey man, you're more than welcome. I just want to say shout out to the biggest fuck ups of the season. That's straight up, man. Look, there's no control from top to bottom. Like they're still living off past success from 1993. We all know this. This is all a problem. But I'm just saying, 9 years, the same coach. What other coach you know that can survive two regimes of bad players not named Marvin Lewis? Bro, this is horrible. Every season has come down to 8-8, something like this. Bro, I wrote down, bro, like we've been the laughing stock of the NFL for years because we have the most talent out of most. We have more talent than most any team, like as far as every position, and we
Man,
can't get it
probably
done.
every team, bro.
Yes. And the worst things about it, we got an egotistical owner that just will not let it go. But on top of all that, the motherfucking Eagles are losing games. I know they beat Eli on Monday. They losing games. They're the biggest. Them hold my beer ass niggas. The Cowboys can't get it done. And these niggas come out and be like, well, we gonna lose to the Dolphins, nigga.
The
How
Dolphins.
about that? So, I mean, this
Take
weekend,
those for my bums of the year.
this weekend, we got the Rams. And someone made a great point. Because someone's like, I heard people say the Cowboys gonna win. Nigga, no, we're not. Nigga, do you know if
Nah,
we still lose this game, we still get two chances to win the
bro.
division?
The
Like,
reality is, y'all could lose every game and
and
just
make the
beat the
playoffs.
Eagles. And y'all are gonna beat the Eagles. That's the craziest part. Y'all are gonna beat the Eagles.
Bro,
But
that's
the issue is the Eagles could have put this away. This could
yeah,
have been done. Like, this is
weeks
crazy.
ago. like the NFC East is a rolling pile of shit that caught on fire and then got off fire and got all wet and gooey on the way down. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing we got going on. I really don't like it. But I will say it's bittersweet watching the Cowboys because we win. We win. We lose. Jason Garrett's bitch ass gonna get fired. So I'm just enjoying the roller coaster up and down. Up and down. Y'all in a similar situation out there.
Bro, we're in the same situation. Like I was telling my old man, I'm gonna have to get him on the Sportsplug. I wanted to get my brother, but he getting ready for a graduation party. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? But I was telling him how like we're probably 7 points better than the Cowboys. Like if we played each other, we might be +7. Like at a neutral location, it's +3. Maybe a coin flip. Like both teams, like we don't have as much talent as y'all, but we have talent in key spots to where it'll mask our coaches' ineptitude. So like, yes, Deshaun Watson is better than Dak Prescott, but we don't have the offensive line y'all have. We don't have the running back. DeAndre Hopkins, yeah, he's a better receiver, so it kind of allows Bill O'Brien that he can Deshaun Watson can run around and make something happen. Dak Prescott's coach doesn't put him in a situation to where he can do that kind of stuff. Our coach at least recognize, hey, run read option, run out of the shotgun. His thing is he doesn't know how to manage the clock. He doesn't know how to
every week.
Like every week
you text me saying,
and I'm sorry, Russ, I'm sorry, but I've been holding this in. Laramie Tunzel, bruh, it is not a conspiracy against you. It is no conspiracy against you, bruh. Like, I could understand if you were talking about holding or chipping or clipping or anything, bruh. But offsides, bruh, we see you moving. You moved. Like, you moved. They didn't move. You moved. Like, if it's a conspiracy with the coach on getting the goddamn play in and getting the goddamn snap in. Like, this is elementary. Like, we gonna snap it. We gonna snap it on two.
You know it's elementary. Having a running back you pick for that can run over everybody in the league and has led the league in rushing so many years. And what do you want to do? Throw the ball. You want to throw it. you want to toss it downfield. And what y'all got back there? A tank that can run a 4.3 that everybody don't want to see that do this every time you get a first down. What
and you an offensive line that's gonna blow the team off the ball.
Yes. But what you want to do? We're gonna pass it. And then when they least expect it, we're gonna run it. Like, no, man.
Bro, it's so frustrating because I always call it. Like I called it at the beginning of this decade, the Texans and Cowboys. It didn't happen. So now we're going into a new one. And in the next 10 years, bro, looking at the teams, looking at the talent, looking at the players, it should happen, bro. We should be able to beat the
The sad thing is with the bad coaching and the idiot things that are happening, we still have a chance. We still have a chance.
So do we.
You know what I'm saying we have a chance to see that happen. Like, it's horrible. But I'm sorry, I love the Cowboys. I love it. I want a Super Bowl, but I don't want to see Jason Garrett hold that hoe. Because that means he's coming back again.
And like, Bill O'Brien, this guy here goes, hey, look, you trade away number one pick after number one pick for a guy, but then the guy that you have that's the equal talent to the guy you just gave up 2 number one picks for, you get a second and a third. You get a second and a third. You didn't even get a second. You got a third. And you paying half of the contract. Like, come on, bro. Like, man, this is crazy. Like, this is bizarro world. Like,
it's the craziest thing with everything going down. People say you can fire the coach. Your talent can take it the rest of the way. Jerry Jones looked up and fired the kicker. That was your move, and you did it 7 weeks too late. Like, out of everybody to fire you to make some noise and to ruffle some feathers, you fired the one nigga we don't give a fuck about. We just get mad about him, 4 times a game when he blow that hoe? But he can hit it from 62. The next thing you get probably gonna miss from 29. They should have never got rid of Dan Bailey. Shit, kickers like jump shot. But,
man, bro, it's sad that the state of Texas, the entire state, from collegiate football to pro football, is in such a sad state, bro. When we know that the high school football here is unreal because you see the players in Ohio State. You see the players in Alabama. You see the players in Clemson. You see the players all over making
there's one more
at Oklahoma.
Hey.
See him at Oklahoma, bro. That hurts, bro. Like Jalen Hurts is from my side of town, bro. He's from the east side, bro.
Hey, man.
He's playing against, like, think of this, bro. Jalen Hurts at quarterback playing against Clavion Chasen at defensive end for LSU, who's also from the east side. Eric Monroe, who's on the bench, who I know this dude is a baller. So that means Dupuis gotta, or whatever, Dillplit, whatever the dude at safety, he gotta really be cold. So you mean to tell me UT, A&M, Baylor, Tech, man, what are y'all doing?
Like, I will say this though, if I chime in, because hey, Oklahoma fan, you already know what it is. But I will say, just watching from inside the state, y'all have y'all's problem. But like you always say, they got a booster problem because they want a certain type of guy in that system or a certain type of dude playing. But Texas A&M, I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea what is going on at Texas A&M. They're dumpster juice, garbage, fire, shit. They suck and they're horrible. And I will say this, because I've been holding this deep in for a long time, and I ain't been able to say it. You know why they losing? Because the football guys hate you, Texas A&M. Because you fucking left. Because you fucking left. You weren't supposed to fucking leave. You take your lumps. You let Texas beat you at the end of Thanksgiving. You let Oklahoma beat your ass in the middle of the season. But then you know what? Sometimes y'all came back and y'all had guys like Reggie McNeil. And y'all come and make some noise. But you left. And you went to the SEC. Missouri, you left and went to the SEC too. Y'all look like some bums. And speaking of the SEC, everybody except for LSU, Alabama, and Georgia, am I missing one? And every 5 years, Florida, everybody else is trash.
Sometimes.
Nah, Auburn's trash. They only good because they paid Cam Newton $200,000 and he was worth every mother.
They didn't pay him $200,000. Ole Miss, or no, Mississippi State didn't pay him $200,000.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it's no telling what Auburn paid.
They asked Cam Newton, Daddy, what's the going rate for a national championship? Nigga said $200K. We can't do it. Auburn said, ching ching, motherfucker.
Bro, he said we're not signing for nothing less.
What's that shit Cam used to do? Nigga hit that up. Hey, Cam Newton, the greatest championship.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Hey, look. Hey, his dad is the real MVP.
Yes.
He's the real MVP. Because if my son was Cam Newton, we ain't playing for nothing less than 200 either. Like, this is a favor to you.
And he went and did it. And Cam went and did it. But yeah, my main point is all the SEC sucks. Besides those teams I named, I was going to talk to you. I didn't talk to you about it.
I won't say that they suck before we move. I won't say that they suck. I just don't think that the teams are just that much further ahead than other teams. Like, and when I say like how people make it seem, oh, Alabama is this far ahead. Like let's keep it a buck, bro. Like I know Chase and Sean saying Oklahoma don't have a chance, but let's just keep this a buck, bro, and put this in perspective. If that nigga, what's the name, bro? What's the running back? If UT's running back doesn't drop the wide open pass in the end zone, no, not Rashawn Johnson. Remember, they didn't have Ingram. They had Ingram at first. They didn't put Rashawn Johnson in until later in that game, and he made it hot. So if he don't drop that touchdown, that's a whole different ball game with LSU. So it ain't like it's unfathomable that Oklahoma could come out here and pop these dudes. I'm not rooting for it, but I'm not gonna say that it's not like it's not. It couldn't happen.
And I'm gonna say, like, this is Oklahoma fan. I'm not gonna sit there and yell and scream because I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I shut the fuck up, like my team's been winning except for the Cowboys. I gotta talk more for them niggas or something. I don't know what it is, but they got their own problems. But like, when you look here's how I can put it the best. So over the break. Over the Thanksgiving holiday, I listened to some guy's radio show. We was in the middle of, I forget, like Missouri or something, or Tennessee or Memphis or somewhere out there. I forget. It was, what was it? Arkansas. It was somewhere. It was on the way from Indiana to Texas. We was driving through, listening to the radio, and this dude had this dope ass list, Chris. Like, so he went online and he saw someone had broke down the best conferences and forgive me, people listening, forgive me, because I did not have a chance to write it down in the car because I was half asleep and I can't give you the website. But he had a list that was made that had the conferences broke down by division and ranked them. Bro, it went. I believe it was it was the SEC, the LSU Alabama's division. The East of it was the SEC East.
West.
The SEC West was ranked I think the SEC West was ranked number 1, right? Just because them two teams carried it. And then number 2 was the Big 12. Number 2 was the Big 12. And quiet as kept. Everybody talk about the Big 12 don't play no defense. No, I'm here to tell you as a person, you know me, Chris. Like, we watch all football, but you know me, bro. I love watching Big 12 football, bro. I watch Iowa State versus Kansas. Like, yes, the Mad Hatter's back, bro. Like, I watch it all, dog. So when you watch these games, it's not because we don't play defense. These other conferences have shit offenses. Like, if you ever watched a Big 10 game that didn't have Ohio State in it, like, they have no offense.
And that's what I be thinking. Like, the reality is, if you're a good coach offensively and you know that you can take advantage, i.e. what LSU is doing to the SEC, the hashes are bigger, so we can do a lot more things to your like, you can't defend me. You don't have pros on the other side. You have really good players, but you don't got pros. So it's not like the Big 12 can't defend. It's just, bro, you got offensive that are moving at a rate that's just unreal.
They're ahead of most every other conference. The offenses are ahead. And even when you look at Alabama, you say it all the time, it's not the plays, it's the players. Like, they got dogs out there, and sometimes you can't stop the dog. And the LSU finally got a quarterback, and they showed our players are just as good. We didn't have nobody to get them to the ball. As I'm saying, I hate when people try to rank, and the Big 10 was 3rd, by the way. And like, I hate when people, which everybody probably do, but I hate when they try to rank them and they talk about SEC this and SEC that. I was like, you're ranking the conferences based on 2 teams, and honestly, quiet as kept. Every game I watched this year, the hardest hitting game I saw was the first OU Baylor game. I have never seen a person get hit and his visor get folded into his face mask and him stiff arm the nigga while it was happening, bro. Like, that game, they was hit.
I have to say this to Baylor, bro. Y'all had y'all shot. Y'all about to lose y'all coach. And y'all were there. Y'all were winning.
Winning. Like, bro, to put it in perspective, it was the second game when the boy broke. He broke. A nigga with track speed broken. And it was Trey Brown walked him.
Even the second game, they could have won that one.
No, that was the second game. Like, they had the ball, they threw it. It was like a post play, whatever. I posted it on my IG Sportsplug GTD. And by the way, if you're listening, you caught in late. First time listeners, last time listeners, if you love us, hate us, hit the subscribe button, the ding button. Fuck with us. But
for real, no, this real nigga shit.
Hey, they say they got. What I tell somebody, someone asked me, how would you describe your podcast? And I said, some people have barbershop talk. Some people have debate shows where they yell at you. I said, I give you an ambiance. We gonna give you this dorm room when you 22 in college, drinking beer, smoking weed, watching college, talking shit with your boys. Bums of the week, studs of the week, niggas I can't stand. Jameis Winston for Chris. Jameis Winston.
Hey, bro, like, it's insanity, bro. It's insane. Like, bro, I had a bye week this week in fantasy football. I was kind of relieved, but it was like, it's like usual. He comes out and throws 2 interceptions, and then he throws like 4 touchdowns.
Have you seen the league leaders in passing?
It's him. He has like the most touchdowns and interceptions.
It's Dak, and then it's Jameis. I got it. Actually, let me get it real quick. I got it. It's a bunch of losers. It's really a bunch of losers. I was trying to send it to you because me and you always have the argument. Oh, you need a quarterback. Oh, you don't need a super dope quarterback. And I was going to jab you in the ribs because I was going to say all these niggas teams is bumming out, and all of them are passing for like 4,000, 5,000. But that's what happens in football. But here it is, real quick, before you go. These are all dudes that you have had as a bum, except for Dak. Dak, and I said you, for those listening, I said him, not me. I ain't a homer. Because, yeah, I like Dak, though. But now I do.
I never called Dak a bum.
I have. So yeah, Dak number 1 with 4,122 yards. Jameis Winston is number 2, bro, with 4,115 yards. Somewhere he's telling you, I'm feeding you W's. You can't unsee it. I'm feeding you doubles. And for those W's, and for those who was listening, I was just eating the W. So imagine that.
I was eating some beef tips from the Farmer Fresh Meat Market. Shout out to that soul food spot, because them beef tips is hitting lit.
And There you go. And then Phillip Rivers, he got 3,748. Jared Goff, your favorite quarterback, 3,712. And Matt Ryan, which surprised me, but they don't run the ball at all, with 3,559. Which all brings me to say, Mr. Schwartz, you don't need a super quarterback.
Matt Ryan, you've thrown for all of those yards, but you haven't thrown to Julio.
Thank you.
What the fuck, bro?
I want to let's actually tackle that, bro, because some of these teams are getting on my nerves. Yes, in Dallas, I have a good relationship, quarterback, wide receiver. But guys like Julio and Odell Beckham, how hard is it to get these niggas the ball? They show us the tape. They run it wide open. Yes, I had both of them on the fantasy team at the same time, and I didn't get shit done because Baker Mayfield bum, and Julio Jones is out here getting open, and Matt Ryan is a bum. Have you ever picking Julio Jones and Odell Beckham and on Sunday being worried that you're gonna get 20, that you're gonna get 15? Not because they sorry, but because their quarterbacks can't. How could you not? That's like, oh well, that's just like not being able to get the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. Like it's ridiculous. Like Lamar Jackson, no problem.
I'm going to put this into perspective for you. DeAndre Hopkins went out there with Case Keenum. No, in 1 year, he had Ryan Mallett, he had Case Keenum, and then he had, what's my guy, Brian Hoyer.
Right, you like Brian Hoyer.
Those guys in one season, and he eclipsed 1,000 yards and double-digit touchdowns.
And I think Odell, I don't even want to look. I think he only got like 2 touchdowns.
He has 2. I know bro. I don't think you understand. I lost in a fantasy league because I drafted Odell Beckham and Julio Jones. Julio Jones might have
in one. Okay, America. Let me talk to America. I am the dumbest. I'm the bum of the fantasy year because my dumb ass drafted in one league. I drafted Julio Jones and Antonio Brown, and in the other league I drafted Julio Jones and Odell Beckham. Now, Julio, I have nothing against you. Odell, I realize it's Cleveland. Cleveland happens to people. You know what I'm saying? So, but Antonio Brown, like the Patriots, if you don't suck it up and sign this nigga, I'm already losing. It doesn't matter. I'm out the playoffs. Fuck you, Jay Young. I love you though. Fuck you. I'm already out the playoffs. But damn, I just want to see my nigga play. Just play one game. But more the story. Don't add any niggas to your team. Shit won't end well. They cool though, but it won't end well.
The more of the story, I know we all over the place, but the Steelers might been a step ahead of everybody.
No, they have a coach that's a step ahead of everybody, and he's been. A step ahead. They lost the whole, bro. I was gonna say he might be the stud of the year. I know we haven't come out with the stud of the year. We're gonna wait till after New Year's to get that done, but he might be the stud of the year.
Fine, bro.
Because I don't think they lost their whole offense.
Everyone.
Bro, everyone. Like, people.
Hey, look.
Everyone. And then Juju got hurt, didn't he?
Hey, and let's not act like you can just replace a Ryan Shazier in a year or 2 years.
But that kid from Michigan, was Deion Bush? He called. And Watts with a bunch.
But Ryan Shazier.
Oh, no. I'm not saying
like
that he replaced.
You could have had both of those guys and Ryan Shazier. Like,
the job that he's doing is ridiculous, and they still have a chance to make the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs.
Well, I think they.
No, I'm not thinking.
No, because I don't think that 2 teams from the AFC North are going to make it.
You ready? Because hey, look, I don't even have to look this up. You got to remember, I root for an AFC team.
Oh yeah,
we play against the Tennessee because we went out there and let me I forgot I had this on my chest. We went out there and got bounced by the Denver Broncos.
Shout out Matt, baby. Hey, shout out to Matt, dog. Sean said Matt on my ass. Matt, shout out to you because your Broncos got a good.
And I hate when people like we did just, and no offense, I'm not dissing on y'all, but we did just what the Cowboys do. We put up empty stats. Like, bro, they were beating us like 30-something to 7. Of course they were done. They were done. You are gonna throw a lot of yards and get touchdowns. Like, we never were coming back. Like, we went out there and got punched in the face by the Broncos, bro. So because of that, we played the Titans 2 times. So the winner of that goes to the playoffs. The loser, because we have now lost more games than Pittsburgh.
Yeah, because I just read it. Hey, I just read it and saw that y'all gotta win y'all's division. And
Like,
shout out,
bruh, we are in the same position as the Cowboys. It's identical. We played the Titans twice.
Here's what I want to ask you, and because I believe they said it on shout out Greedy. You know what I'm saying? On Get Up, he had what he called the Greedy rule, but I think you've been saying someone in our group been saying this for years. But he said instead of having the playoff seeded by division winner getting the home game, why don't they just seed them by record? And I agree, even though I'm a Cowboys fan.
It wasn't me who said that, because I'm all about the division winner getting their home game.
No, you was mad when the NBA got rid of the division shit.
I like divisions.
No, I like the division too, but I do believe that it is kind of messed up that the Seattle Seahawks probably going to have to come back to Dallas.
Hey, that's karma. Because one time the Seattle Seahawks made it at like 7-9-1 or something.
They did. That's when the Beast Mode stiff arm happened,
and they beat the Saints. So it's just, bro, it's football. I mean, it goes that way sometimes. That's why they need to win their division.
True. Speaking of, and that we didn't cover that. That was this last weekend. I will say, even though it was a beautiful play to watch by Kittle, I will point out to the public, the Saints were trying to strip that man, and so that is the reason why he was going. But on Kittle's side, oh, you didn't know?
Hey, look, Kittle, that ain't Kittle's responsibility of what they was trying to do. His job is to, hey, look, the person that we need to be talking about is 4-3. We need to be talking about 4-3. That's the second time, bruh. That's the second time. Like, the Diggs thing, we let that slide.
No, that was
bad. That was
bad. I didn't.
Now, like, you out here face masking a nigga and he dragging you down the field.
I agree with Ryan Clark. He did that to save his reputation. Like, I wasn't hanging on your face mask to tackle you. He was about to get stiff arm through his body. He was like, he was hanging on to that face mask like, if I hang on to this bitch, I won't die. Nigga, like, you ever seen him
action? He was gonna get a mean stiff arm.
My grandpa used to watch them old westerns where the nigga get knocked off the horse, so he just hang on the saddle on the side. I mean, he not trying to stop the horse. He's trying to keep him dying, nigga. What you
trying
mean?
To keep him getting stomped.
I didn't kill him. He had a hold of that. I've never seen a man hold him face mask that hard. Oh, I'm so glad he got the bicycle.
Hey, my man 4-3 Williams, I want to say. You having a go at it, bro. You having
He shall remain nameless. You mean that nigga that can't tackle? That's that nigga's name. You didn't miss the
Diggs. He just missed the tackle. Like, you don't even have to know is the guy that missed Diggs that time. Like, everyone saw you that day, bro. Like, you'll never live that down.
Ever in your life. And let me see. While we on the NFL still, football in general, because we just hopping around. Shout out to the playoffs, to the college playoffs. You know, we're still waiting on the NFL playoffs. We're gonna dive deep into that. But shout out to the college playoff victors. Not the ones who won, of course, they haven't played yet, but the guys who did make it. We all know how hard it is to make the college playoffs. No, I'm not doing this because Oklahoma is maybe a little bit. Because you niggas was wrong. Like, you know, what that nigga Charlie Murphy say? Wrong. Like, but my team did make it. But I will say they're playing LSU first. That's going to be a hectic match. But I think that the game of the weekend is going to be Ohio State versus Clemson. Because they about to bang. Because Trevor Lawrence is about to have the meanest defensive end breathing down his neck. I think the Oklahoma. I'm going to go into that. I'll let you go first. I'll get into that a little bit. But shout out to the.
Right. I'll say one thing on the Ohio State Clemson side. Full disclosure. I am an Ohio State fan.
Oh, my God.
But bro, even when we used to play NCAA, I would always
I know. The only reason I remember in your dorm when you borrowed my PlayStation 2 was whooping niggas online. You was playing with Ohio State. But like, I will say the reason why I say, oh my God.
Beanie Wells, bro. Back when Beanie Wells was on there.
Bro. You can't do this. Shout out, man. Shout out Blaine, man. I got a buddy back at home that I grew up with that likes Texas and Ohio State too. Y'all niggas are the hardest niggas to deal with in the world.
But look, let me tell you something. I think Clemson about to go run through these niggas, bro.
I don't.
Like, I think they about to go run. Like, bro, I think the narrative all year has been Clemson ain't played nobody. Clemson ain't that good. I think Justin Fields is better than Trevor Lawrence. I think Ohio State is better. But I do think Clemson is champs. And I think them niggas finna go run through them guys. Either they gonna run through them or it's gonna be a 3-point game.
I got one name. And this is the only reason I think Ohio State's gonna win. Chase Young. Chase Young is gonna be on Lawrence's ass. And we've never seen someone on Lawrence's ass at all. And I do believe that Ohio State always has good DBs. So I believe that the Clemson wide receivers aren't going to be running around. T. Higgins cold, Ross cold. All them boys is bad news for DBs. But Ohio State got some monsters, man. They got some. I watched that game against Michigan, and that was a lesson. Like, that was a lesson. They beat the shit out of
Alabama, bro. Alabama had pros out there, bro. Like, they had pros out there, like guys that we're looking at now that's actually making impact.
Yeah.
And they ran through those niggas, bro. Like sometimes, it's one thing I do know. I've been looking at recruiting, and Clemson been getting the best guys. Like, they've been having them and LSU been getting the best guys.
The only thing LSU needed was a quarterback. Only thing I will say about this is about the other game, because most things I say is just going to lead to, what do you think? Can you win? Can you win? Yes, I think Oklahoma can win. Only because of one reason. Because the quarterback is playing. No matter how bad of a game this man Jalen Hurts plays, he never loses composure, and he finds a way to get the ball where it needs to be. I think CeeDee Lamb is a monster. I do know, and again, from watching them play, I think that people really don't pay attention to how good, even though Texas season didn't go the way it wanted, like on every spot on a team in the Big 12, the dude that touches the ball can take it 60. Like, on damn near every team in the Big 12, one guy on each position can touch the ball and take it 60. And I really don't think you can say that about every other conference, bro. Like, I really don't think. And that's what I think. Like you said, when they played against Texas, it was a closer game that people really want to remember or anticipate. But Texas was only 2 or 3 plays out that game, a couple bad coaching decisions out that game. And so I don't think that Oklahoma's going to get blown out. Should they be an underdog? Yes, they should be an underdog. Will it be a tough game? Yes, it'll be a tough game. But it all depends on 2 things. And Oklahoma's shown us that their defense has improved. And so if you really look at it and say, if LSU's not able to just throw the ball all over the place and just destroy them with those beastly receivers that they have, then who's to say that LSU, a team that does give up a lot of yardage, does give up big plays, who's to say they won't? Because if you really look at the stats, I'm not sitting there and going to say Oklahoma's defense is better or world beaters. I'm just sitting here saying that the LSU defense is not this juggernaut. They have super players like your boy Chasen that can get down, but they're not this super juggernaut that's just going to shut you down. And Oklahoma's got the best. And Oklahoma's got the best.
You can't just blank niggas.
You can't. And Oklahoma's got the best play caller in the country. So, I mean, like, they have a chance. And am I going to root for them? Yes. Do I think we're going to win? Yes. But, hey, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
The difference, I think, this year compared to last year is y'all have somebody who knows what they're about to go up against.
Yes.
Like,
and not only does he know, this Jalen Hurts has lost 3 games. Nigga, in the Big 12 and in the SEC, this nigga has lost 3 games. And y'all trying to tell me, and Sean, you gonna try to tell me he's gonna get benched? Chase, you trying to tell me he's gonna have on the clipboard? Nah, bruh. No. Hey, he's gonna get blown out? I don't think he's gonna get blown out.
Hey, can I just say something, Chase, bro? I'm not an Oklahoma fan. But you have to understand, bro. This guy is from where I'm from, my nigga. Like, he's from where I'm from, my nigga. Like, it's no other way I can get around it. So, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I can't sit here and say that I'm rooting for him to do bad, bro. Like, think about this. When did my love for Alabama go to a whole nother level?
When Jalen Hurts went there.
Like, he's from where I'm from, bro.
I was there the whole time. When he got there, you was like, they about to win, bro.
Hey, look, hey, you want to know the scariest part about it? Clavion Chasen played Hurts when he was probably a sophomore or a freshman. And Hurts lost to North Shore for 3 years. Let me get that out there. But in his 4th year, he beat him on a Hail Mary. He beat him. And hey, look, let me tell you what's even crazier. When Sam played him, they lost.
Keep going. Now you got to listen. Get it off your chest because you got to listen about it.
But look hey, how did Texas lose to LSU?
It's your pulpit.
On the Ass play. I'm just, and look, Russ, I also told you, if y'all beat UT, y'all probably go to the playoffs, bro. Like, y'all got a quarterback, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I've seen this guy go against top flight athletes, bro. He's not scared of the moment. Like, he did it in high school. He did it he did it at Alabama. Like, bro, I'm not an Oklahoma fan. You know me for how long, bro? I do
hate
not
Oklahoma.
like Oklahoma. Like, I do not like Oklahoma. And bro,
oh, you froze. Well, I was to take this brief intermission.